Do you ever wish you had more reviews on Google or any other platform for that matter? Today, I want to share with you my secret on how I have achieved over 400 reviews on Google and how it's helped my business grow immensely. What's up, guys? For those of you who don't know me, my name is Sam with Samuel Marvin Photography, and I've been in the photography industry for 25 plus years. While I love being a creative, business is my passion, and elevating the industry to new heights is my focus. The reason I created the 7-Figure Photographer is to show my journey and to share it with you, but also to help those of you who are interested in achieving the same thing on your own journey. I've been where you are, and so I'm here to help you grow and move forward. Thank you guys for hanging out with us today. Please make sure to like, subscribe, follow, and if you can, share this page with a friend that you think it might help. Let's get down to business. Today, I want to talk to you about reviews. Now, this is something that a couple of years ago came to attention for me and became kind of a big issue. I started to notice I was at a position in the industry or in my local area where I was doing a lot of great work. I was really competing at the top level in really in my local area and was photographing, if not as many, maybe more than any senior photographer here in the area. But I went online one day and I searched my name. I Googled Samuel Marvin Photography and noticed that not only did I have no reviews, I didn't show up for like 7 pages. And I was really kind of blown away. I was like, okay, how is this possible that I'm having such incredible success with my business, but I can't even be found on Google? So I kind of started this new mission. I was like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go find why. I'm going to figure out what to do. And ultimately, I landed on hiring somebody to kind of take over the SEO, to work on things. But one of those things I decided I wanted to work on was getting reviews on Google. Today, I want to talk to you. I want to share with you my 3 core principles on how I've done this. If you get a chance, go check out. In fact, I'll do this with you right now. I'm going to type in my name, Samuel Marvin Photography, and hit enter. As you see, it pops up. It shows all the information right here. But if you look right here, 402 Google reviews. Now, just for the sake of fun, let's go to my local area, photography in Boise. And here's what pops up. You'll notice I may not even show up at the top of the page. Most of my keywording is set for seniors, but this is just to kind of give you a quick insight on what the other photographers around are doing as far as reviews go. And you can see kind of, 32, 27, 36. I think one of the biggest in our area has roughly, I want to say like 48 to 50 reviews, which is actually a lot for a photographer. I'm sure you guys have had the same problem, but I dove in and I started focusing on this, and I really made it such a big part of what I was doing. And the couple of things that I really recognized were the things that I'm going to share with you today and how I've overcome where I was at. What I noticed was after I started to get reviews, about a year after I started to get reviews, I started getting calls like crazy from Google, just Google searches, so organic. I realized with my business that I was doing great with the reviews, not reviews specifically on Google, but word of mouth, clients sharing with other clients, but the new business wasn't coming from outside of that, which we can't complain about referral business. That's honestly some of the best business you can get. But now we get calls on a regular basis that says, hey, I'm just looking for a senior portrait photographer. I Googled senior portrait photographer and you had more reviews than anybody out there. And I wanted to go with the best. It doesn't mean I'm the best, but it just means that people think this guy's got more reviews than anybody, so he must be the best. So principle number 1, deliver an incredible experience. Deliver an incredible experience. And the reason I say this is because ultimately for us, it's in what we do, the experience does matter more than anything. Providing an experience that's incredible is really going to stand out in people's mind. And if you don't deliver an incredible experience, you probably shouldn't ask for a review on Google because it may not be the best. But we focus 100% of our time and effort on delivering an incredible experience. A couple years ago, when I started looking into this, I realized that I was doing what I call peaking on the first date. And technically I was actually peaking on like the second date, because I would meet the customer and everything pre-shoot was kind of sucking. It just wasn't doing great. But then the session itself was amazing. And then afterwards it would kind of taper off. And so what happened was my customers had this up and down experience. They would have this amazing shoot. And I realized how important it was to make sure that they had that experience consistent across the board. So that is really kind of the most key element to what that number 1 principle is make sure to deliver an incredible experience. And then pay attention to when your customer has the best part of the experience. What matters the most to them? Are they having the best time in the planning meeting? Probably not. They're paying you to be a photographer because they want to go out and take pictures, or they want to be photographed and they want beautiful pictures in the end. So is your client having the best part of their experience when you deliver product, or are they having the best part of the experience at the end of the shoot? We learned that the highest point, as far as like emotional and excited, the highest point for our clients is at the end of that shoot. My clients ride in the car with me. I know a lot of you will say that's terrible. It's a bad idea. I've talked to my insurance agent about it. I'm covered. We're good. I think that it's a part of the experience that we offer. So ultimately, my clients ride with us. I have a very specific kind of system that we have and an opportunity, and it adds to that experience. And I know that at the end of the night, I ask them questions very specifically about the experience to kind of help them remember why the experience was so good. So that is principle number 1. Principle number 2 is make it stupid simple. I realized that there was a point in my business where I just had to start making it easy for the client. I've read lots of books and seen lots of information about how, you can actually more or less listen to the things your client says, write up the review for them and send it to them as a copy and paste. Give them the information they need so that it makes it easy for them. Say, hey, I went ahead and took care of the review for you. I put all the things that you mentioned you loved about the experience. Here, all you have to do is copy and paste it in and change it up a little bit to what you like. I personally think that's a little presumptuous, a little out of my comfort zone, but I do lead it in a little bit different way. Now, when I say make it stupid simple, what I mean by that is create a text message or an email that sends them a call to action, a review, an opportunity for them to make the review. We personally have set up a text message that is automated. We do our shoots every day. They start at 1 o'clock. We're normally done by 8 o'clock. And so I have it set up to where they get an automatic text message that goes out at 8 p.m. and is just a text message that says, hey, please leave us a review right here. And I've already talked to them about the review. And so once they get that automated message, it's super easy. It's stupid simple for them to go in there and make that review. You can also do this with an email, and we actually follow up with an email the following day. We send them a survey, and the survey also has an opportunity to click on a button to leave a review about the experience as well. So that's kind of, when I say keep it or make it stupid simple, you really have to deliver it to a client in a way that makes it easy for them to do it. If it's hard to do, or if there's any barriers to do it, we deal with clients a lot of times that won't leave the review just because they don't have a Google account set up. They do have to have like a Gmail or a Google account set up. in order to leave a review on Google. If you are worried about that, most people have Facebook. You could do the same thing with Facebook. Send them the link to Facebook and how to do that. So those are all great options, but really all it is it's just making it simple for them. And the last but not least, this is honestly the big part of the secret. Now, when I tell you this, you're going to kind of be like, Sam, that was like the dumbest thing you've ever said, but it really is the number one key aspect to all of this. And that is, the big secret is just ask for the review. That's it. Just ask them for it. So I kind of built this up a little bit. I gave you some information as far as what's best, how to make it simple, make sure the experience all matches everything, but ask for the review. Now, I kind of gave you all that information because what I wanted to point out is that when you understand where your client has had the best experience, that's the best time to ask for the review. I literally, when we're driving back to the studio after the end of the shoot, I know I have spots on the freeway that are triggers like that I've paid attention to, or that's just where I ask every day. When we get off the freeway, we stop at the traffic light, and normally that's my trigger. That's my spot where I'll mention to my client and ask for the review. I'll tell them how easy I've made it for them. Before that, though, in the car ride back, at the end of the shoot, I've asked them questions about how their experience was. What was their first location or favorite location? What are the things that stood out the most for them in their mind? And I always ask them about how tired they are, because they're always all worn out at the end of the night. And I always kind of bring it back to, it's hard work and what we do, but you've had so much fun. And then I talk to them about the review. I tell them that they're going to get a text message, and I tell them how easy it is to do and that it's all been set up for them. And then they just simply have to go on and respond to that text message and leave the review. Now, one thing that I would always suggest, and you have to be somewhat careful with this, but incentivize the review. Tell them, the benefits to leaving the review. Maybe even offer them a bounce back pass or whatever. Whatever your business has to do with. If it is photography, maybe it's. I know there's some limitations and there's some challenges as far as what Google is going to allow you to do. I know there's some guidelines that you don't want to break. That I would dive into Google and look at. Make sure that you're within those guidelines, because they will shut your account down if they know that you're taking advantage of those reviews. Like businesses offering to give cash for reviews or paying for people to just go in and do reviews, that's not good. So consider those things, but incentivize the review. Ask for it at the most important time when they've had the best experience. Make sure that experience is incredible. And that really is the point. And then keep it stupid simple. Make it easy for them to take advantage of that review. So, I'm going to leave, or we'll actually put a link for a video that we do to show you how to make that super easy. We actually have created a link or a page on our website. So the text message actually sends them to a link to make sure that you're getting the good reviews on Google and weeding out the bad ones. And there's going to be more information about that to come. Check out the link below and you'll be able to see that. So that's all I got for you. That's how easy it is to get reviews. It's not a quick process. The one thing I want you to understand is as you get reviews, they will help you. It'll help you in your SEO on Google. It'll help you just get calls on Google. At a point when you get to a point where your reviews are just exceeding everybody else's reviews in your area, it is going to make your business skyrocket, because what's going to happen is you're going to start getting people that call you just purely because you have an insane amount of great reviews, and it's going to be incredibly beneficial. So check out the video below, or the link to the video about how we set this up, and I'd love to show you a little bit more. Anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow, or share this with a friend that you know could use it.